And we're back. You're watching Sports Federation TV. Right now from athletics, we've got Ethan Noble joining us. But remember, later on in the show, basketball Western Cape is joining us. And last week, we were a little bit disappointed because one of Cape Town's favorite pastimes couldn't be here. And Clavijas is going to be joining us later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. Now, athletics is a collection of different sporting events: running, jumping, throwing, and walking. An athlete, Ethan Noble, is joining us to tell us about the latest developments in the sport. Welcome, Ethan.
Thank you.
Now, Ethan, I read recently that the word athlete has Latin origins, and it actually means combatant in public games. How true do you think that is, or is it just too an intense definition?
I honestly think it is true, because athletics is more of a sport where you're at war with yourself. And like you said, combatant, so you're basically constantly just fighting yourself day in, day out, just for 10 seconds on the day that really matters. So you can say it's quite intense.
Yeah, very intense. And for you, which event do you participate in?
I participate in the 100-meter sprint and the 200-meter sprint.
And why has that particular athletics code appealed to you?
Well, firstly, because I don't like the long distances, and I'm actually a sucker for the speed, so I like going fast, and I just get a good feeling when I cross the line, and that's why I do it. It just brings me happiness.
Yes, one of your colleagues, Roscoe Engel, had joined us a couple of
Yes.
weeks ago, and his sentiment was the same. See how fast you can go and how quick you can do it. Hey, how long have you been competing?
Since primary school already, but I took the sport seriously since about late 2014, and I'm still currently busy with it, and everything's going good so far. I really enjoy it.
Are you still in school?
No, fortunately, I matriculated last year.
You matriculated last
Yes.
year. Okay. So, I mean, being a high performance athlete, you must have quite an intensive training regime. Can you comment on the techniques that you would use to improve your performance?
We would train Mondays to Thursdays, sometimes maybe Mondays to Fridays, and it's really interesting because you train for 2 hours almost every day just for a short burst of 10 seconds. So I mean, what you put in is really what you get out, so you just really have to be positive and go for it.
Wow, so over 2 hours you keep doing those short bursts of how fast you can get. What's your quickest time?
My current personal best is 10.42 seconds in the 100 meters, and then in the 200 meters it's 21.03.
Okay, so the athletics South Africa Junior Champs was held recently in Greenpoint, in April 2017. Yeah. How well did Western Cape or Western Province do?
I think it was more about experience for the younger athletes. A lot of the younger athletes, they were fortunate and happy that they could be part of the team. They had really a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of medals, but the team effort and the spirit was still there for Western Province, and we were just happy in the end, so I think that's what counts more.
I take it you also competed in that tournament. Hey,
that's correct.
And how did you do?
In my 100 meters, I really would have loved to win the 100 meters, but fortunately I placed second, and for 200 meters I placed third. Still happy and pleased with my times, just staying positive and looking forward to the next race.
So the athletes that competed there, it was all the provinces, competing against each other. For those that excelled in that the highest junior tournament, I would take it in the country for athletics, what is the next step for them?
The next step could be seen as like the pinnacle, because the next step or event is African Juniors in the 1st of July in Algeria, and I mean, usually they'll take the first 2 athletes in the junior category and put them in the squad and the team, but it all comes down to who qualified and who didn't. So if you qualified, then you know you're one step closer to achieving that goal.
Now, Ethan, your colleagues, your sporting peers, would you say that they are all from different walks of life, or is it mostly athletes that have had, favor on themselves?
I would say we all the same. We just have different backgrounds, different past stories, and yeah, I mean we all share a common passion, and that's athletics. So we're out there competing, and that's what we love.
Yeah, guess you need your own body, hey, for athletics, and that's why it appeals to so many people. You received an Ncaa scholarship recently. Firstly, what is Ncaa?
Ncaa is the sports federation in America. It's seen as rank 1 for the sports in America. So you can go to university, but like a certain amount of universities will be in this league and a certain amount in the bottom league, and so it goes on and on. Now Ncaa is seen as the top league.
The top league. So they've offered you a scholarship based on your performance thus far. They've been keeping an eye on you, I guess.
Yes.
How is the scholarship going to benefit you in the long run?
Well, I mean, I matriculated last year, so obviously the next step for me was to get a place to study. And my first priority was getting a place to study, and these people, they approached me, and I obviously took the opportunity with both hands because I knew I could have a place to study and I could take my sport further. So yeah, it's tough leaving your hometown and your family, your coach, but you know, if you just stay positive, everything, all the good things will just come to you, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's such an excellent opportunity. People would kill for that opportunity, you know. So congratulations on
Thank you.
on being awarded such a prestigious scholarship. What's happening in the near future in terms of sporting events for you?
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the African Juniors on the 1st of July. I feel I did enough, more than enough to just be in that team, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. So I'm taking every training session as it comes, every new day, start fresh, still keep the goal in my head and stay hungry, and hopefully it will come.
And if people wanna get involved in athletics to compete, where can they start?
I think obviously school, that's the most important thing. So I mean, start having fun at your school. It's never too late to become a professional. So just have fun at school, and then if you want to take it a step further, maybe join a club, Bellville Athletics Club. I mean, Bellville really looks after the athletes. So I mean, just go to a club and the club will take you further.
You know, you're so young and you've got such a bright future ahead of you now. How important has the support, or what kind of role would you say support from family and friends and your club play in your successes?
Well, firstly, I would say this achievement for the scholarship and for where I am now, it also represents the people who were associated in my life. So my parents, my family, my friends, and most importantly my coach, because without my coach I wouldn't be where I am today. So thanks to Alroy Dixon for that. And
shout out to Alroy Dixon.
And yeah, I must say support really plays a big role, because even on your worst days you will feel bad, terrible, but it's your support structure that really will bring you up from your low days. And I mean, once you're away from that dark hole, you just have another chance to get a bite and go out there and get your goal. So I'm really fortunate for my support structure.
Yeah, thank you to your support structure.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Ethan Noble, because you're an adult now, going off to the US and enjoying university and your sporting activities. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on what's happening at the All Africas. Okay, and that's it from athletics for now, and it's time for the Bashes competition. Remember, Bashes has been around for more than 120 years, and with their assorted flavors, definitely one of Cape Town's favorite cool drinks. To win your case of Bashes, all you need to do is SMS Bashes to 33090. That's Bashes to 33090. And congratulations to last week's winner, Marjorie Wakefield. Marjorie Wakefield, you've won that case of assorted Bashes, and you can expect it in the post. After the break, we've got basketball, Western Province joining us, so don't go anywhere.